Alrighty, let's get a quick review done. Okay, so we're late here, obviously. Okay, nothing really on. Okay, we've both got balls. It's kind of set and ready. Alright, he's right at the back of the court, so this is all good. This is fine. Okay. So we look up, alright, and we're making the call. Two balls are over here, so this one's open, alright, and this one's open, alright. So our two targets should be here. But let's play it out and see what happens. Okay, he throws the ball over. Alright, that opportunity is now gone. Okay. So at this point, okay, he's not countering. He's not countering, right? Look at the stance, right? Not a throwing stance. Okay. Standing still but ready. Alright, again. Defensive. Alright, there's no counter coming in. And then this guy is kind of active, right? So we're looking for him, right, to put all his weight on a foot. That's how this is looking at the moment. Okay. So the first ball in, right? We put some pressure on their best player, right? So when he wants to play, he's a bit, we want to keep him like defensive, so that's alright. We're happy with this for now. Okay. There's no rush back here. Alright, so there's no pressure coming back up the court. Remember, he blocked, and now he's already at the same level, right? So this guy's not pushing up a lot just yet. So we're able to get out. It's fine. Get the ball back. Okay. I've already determined that this guy's the active one. Alright, so he's the one that's going to be putting weight on his feet. There was no pressure from wingers, right? So we know from last round we can come up and we can just blast someone if we want to, okay? Okay. It's like point of no return here, alright? This is where like we have to choose. Like, this is the last second before we can change target basically, right? So we're all in a line. Beautiful, we all came up together. Excellent so far, right? The timing, like I think we're all pretty close timing wise. This is looking good. Okay. Let's go back again. We'll take that step. Alright. Just happen. Okay, so I'm coming first, so there's no real setup, right? I mean, the actions look good, so we're a little bit of a distraction. This guy's still defensive, but I think he's a little bit more leaning out this time. Okay, still defensive. Now this guy's active, and we've got to look at the distances, right? The distances to dodge, right? So he can't, realistically, he can't dodge this way. Right? Let's see. Right? Tries to go that way. And the foot that he puts his weight on, hit. Okay? Nice and easy. Again, no real rush back from the wings, right? So we're okay at this point. Okay. So we know this is free if we want it. Okay. At the moment it's free, but he's watching. Okay, so this is fine for now. Good distraction, Kenny. Okay, this is good. This is good. Alright, so even if you trade there, alright, we're still winning, alright, because we've got more players. So this is absolutely fine. It's like their best player, so a trade here is perfect. Okay, the other thing is like, also the timing, right? Just as his foot plants, you're basically just about to let go of the ball, right? You're ahead of him. This is fine. Why this works? Not super clear, right? Because there's no momentum in his throw. Usually when we're doing the pre-throw, like we're catching them with momentum up the court. So maybe like it didn't seem like they were like talking to each other a lot. So maybe he felt like he had to throw, so he was like forced into this a little bit. But yeah, it's not taken away from the hit. Like perfect throw, excellent. Okay, we're a little bit staggered. Wouldn't mind this being like more in a line. Okay. The big fake comes out. Alright, way to cross. He's in a good position. Okay, we miss. Okay, I'm assuming we're timing that little step there. Alright, the throw was nice and low, it's fine. Alright. Alright, so now this is on me to try and force them to throw at me. Alright, I've got the ball. That's why I'm staying up. Alright, should be getting out. Should be getting out. Alright. Okay, good dodge. Okay, we can work on that. Alright, a little bit of movement, Kenny. Here, I've kind of got like two choices here, right? I see that this guy's staying up at the line. Alright. But the trade-off here is he's kind of set his angle to me, right? Whereas if I go for Zeph, look at his feet, alright, it's a lot easier for me to get him on a foot, basically. Like he's out of position, he's probably not going to catch anything I throw at him, whereas this guy's set his angle and he's like ready, if that makes sense. Okay. And then like good catch, but also I throw it like right into his stomach, right? We can go tops of shoulders, we can go knees, alright, we can go sides of the hips, we can go face, or we can go toes. Alright, so many options, but I do something dumb and I throw like right into his stomach and it's a catch. Like, you know. Alright, great catch from that range, like amazing. but also easily avoidable if we just don't throw into their stomach. Okay. Good pressure. Okay, you see now he threw from like back here instead of up here. Okay. Actually, let's just draw this again. Alright. So this one's free if you want it as well. Just okay. It's just inexperience. Alright. I think this is good. And then obviously after this play, right, Bailey's got to start reading if he's going to start reacting and hitting him after that throw, and then we make an adjustment after that. But right now, this early kind of pressure is good, right? Until like Zeph starts reacting to it, then it's fine. Okay. Well, fine. Excellent. All right, he was staying up. His body was like in a side position. Excellent. Good job. Okay, and envelops. Okay. So this is basically how it should look, right? We should have, because we've got 5, we should have 6, right? So we should have another person here. Alright. And ideally, we run up. Alright, everyone runs up. Alright, and everyone flicks the ball back. Alright, to their partner. That's basically how this goes. What we do see in some teams is this second ball gets flipped across. And this is kind of like a nuance, or this should be a nuance, right? Because ideally, this distance, hold up, let me try and explain this. Here's our yellow tape here. Gets here. Right, this distance is shorter than this one, right? So that means if we flick it back to me here, the throw should be faster coming in, right? But when we want to flick it over here, is a reaction to this side, right? He goes up, he flicks it back to his teammate, and they fire a quick one in straight down the line, right? So that's when we would want to swap to give some protection, because if we're obviously throwing that second one to me, Kenny wouldn't have a ball, right? Or if he does, he gets it late off the rush, right? Because that's probably going to be contested. So, or we might not even win it. So anyway. Okay. So I get the ball just before Kenny. Alright. It's only slightly, but that makes a difference. Alright. Okay, I think he was looking at Ken for a split second. Now as I've let go, he's just kind of seen it, I think. Okay, and nice and low. He doesn't want to bend down to get to it. Okay. Like we've said with the good players, right? Like we've said with the good players, it's to be near and below, right? And the really good catches, like mid shin and below, right? Because they will start getting down there, right? Even the bigger guys, they don't like to get down to their feet, right? That's good. Okay. It's up there by himself, right? This is free if we want it. Okay. Just continue playing on, and we'll just continue playing on and see if they push up. All right, see if they push up to pressure Kenny over here. Okay. So he's just coming now, too late. He doesn't have a ball, right? As soon as this ball leaves his hand, you're on his front foot. Okay. Right? Or the alternative is rush back, right? And you're covering this guy coming up the court. Right? Did you see the big step he just took? Right? You could have this, Kenny, as well. Right? Alright, so works out. Right? Did the right thing. Right. It just needs to come in quicker, right? This is just far too late to come in, right? Right, he's back on balance. He's facing you, right? Now it's a risk because if you hit him in the stomach, all right, good chance he's going to catch it, right? So you kind of got him like top of shoulder, I would say. So not a bad throw, right? Well, not the worst throw we could throw. Like you could have thrown like right to his stomach, right? But again, I think that can come in earlier. Okay, about now, right? You should be mirroring each other here, right? Okay, let's go back real quick. Okay, firstly, nice aggression. Why does this work? Why is he so far up the court? Okay. What is our distance here? Right? Is it less than 7 meters? Right? Is it less than 7 meters? Great. Okay. And remember too, when they're far up the court, it's likely that the ball's going to come back over. Right? So we get a refund basically.
Try it. And you're a real winner.
Okay, all fine. It's a good dodge. Okay, good closeout. Bailey's got to come up as well, right? Push this again. Okay, As soon as he throws, we're looking to come up. Right? Okay. You don't need to follow this. Your job is over here. Alright? This is ball watching. Alright? James has it now. He knows exactly. Alright? Okay. Look. You're finally back in the game. Alright? And look at this. Alright? You should be up here with James. Alright? Because if he throws and hits James, you're there to counter. Alright? Remember, the wingers have to work together. You don't have time to watch. Like, the ball's past you, don't have time to look at me. Like, if I get a catch, I'll call it and you'll know. Alright? Or the ref will call it. The job is this guy. Alright? So we've got to be together. Right? Because now, if you're up here, he's got to look both ways. Right? Yeah. Love the aggression, James. Heaps better, mate. Heaps better. Okay, we're a bit tired, so we leave it. That's fine. Alrighty. So they got 4, we got 5. We can play defense here, right? It's not bad. It's completely fine. Alright, so let's see what they do when they come up to the line. Okay, so there's no pace coming up to the line. Okay. So the pre-throws. Pre-throws. Right? They aren't there. Okay? Another thing is, look at where they are. Right? This is the attack line. Or neutral zone. This is the midway line. Right? Look how far back they are. Alright? So there's no pre-throws on here. Alright? Kenny. We love how far up Kenny is. Right? James, you got room to move in behind. Okay? Look, there's no momentum. Right? Nothing. Okay. Alright, let's just see. Pushes up. Alright. He's staying up. Kenny's pressuring, right? Miss and a block. Alright, so we forced the mistake here, alright? Because Kenny's come so far up. He's basically baiting him. He's saying, how far up can I come until you throw at me? Right? This guy was stayed up. We just missed the throw. Right? Unlucky. Right? But the play was correct. Right? So now they've wasted. Right? Now Kenny's time to shine. Forces the ball. Okay. Alright, so he forced the throw. And the guy was far up. Right? Alright. Less than 7 meters. Big tick. Okay. Right. Nathan comes up to pressure the ball. Right. Another one here. Honestly, I think you can take that. Alright, we've still got one in the corner. I think you take that.
Another ball out right.
And now you trade. It's fine. We're up people. But was it the most efficient? I think you go when he's trying to get the ball, right? Because then there's no response. Okay. Now we're looking, right? Defensive. Right? This guy's in a different position than usual, right? Now all of a sudden, split legged, right? So he's telling me he wants to come back at you, right? He's starting, like they're losing, he's got to start to take more risks, and now he's looking to get up the court. Right? Okay, the ball comes in. Nothing happens, it's fine. Alright. So he's still being passive. Even though his body shape's there, he's still being passive, right? So we're well within our right to just keep absolutely blasting them like full power, right? Until they start countering us, we're just blasting as hard as we can, right? We can set up with fakes still, right? Get them to move onto or their weight onto a leg and then blast them, right? Draw a ball, and straight away we're trying to get up, alright? We're getting up. Alright, and now this guy is saying, shit, it's a bit too close, right? And now we're asking Isaac over here, we're saying, well, what are you going to do? Are you going to protect your teammate? Right? Throw at us. Go on. Right? Because what happens if he throws? Right? One ball. Right? And then we'll have 4. Okay. So we go at ball. There's no risk of a counter. Right? If we go here, there's a risk of a catch, right? He's a good player. And there's a risk of a counter. Okay, so this is fine. Alright. We're under no rush to win the round, right? We're already winning. If we run out of time, we win, right? So we don't have to force anything. We're up at the moment. We just have to play good D, stay alive, right? And put all the pressure on them to do something, right? The more pressure there is on them, the more likely they're going to make a mistake, right?
What does it go in? How does it go in?
So now you look, alright, they're already getting a countdown. Okay. And they have to throw, right? And look where they're throwing from. This is midline, right? They're way back, right? This is nothing. This is not a threat, right? They're just giving us an extra ball, right? It's just more time off the clock for us. Realistically, this is just more time off the clock for us. Okay, so now they're playing off the 2 ball. God, actually happens a bit quick here. Alright. I want you to see how his stance is changing throughout the game. Right? Does this look more like a throwing stance than before, right? Even this one. Right? He's still not ready to throw, but all he has to do is put a foot here and he's in more of a throwing position than what he was, right? Comes in, right? I was half expecting it, right? But he goes at Ken and not me, right? And this is a bit of a weird one, right? You pre-throw, but you pre-throw all the way across the court. That's a weird one, right? Usually it's like the shortest distances, right? And not only that, if we look at how we are, right? I'm the furthest one forward, so this is, to me, it's like really weird, but also maybe why it kind of half works. Right? Well, it doesn't even half work, right? So Kenny gets out of the way, And then at this point, right, as soon as that ball goes through, right, you're holding, right? We don't need to throw at him anymore, right? We've got 4 now, right? So this is, we all stop, right? We all stop. Everyone stops, alright? And now we call the double on the one guy with the ball, right? This guy's isolated himself, right? Now he can't protect his teammate. And, you know, if we get him out, if we get Isaac out, then he's like, shit. I gave up the ball, and now my teammate's dead, right? Okay. Okay, so we're looking at this towel, right? Oh, this is throwing, right? Watch how it changes as we come up to the line. I want you to see. Okay. As it comes in, right? Big fake, right? This is defensive and wanting to get up the court, alright? Is this a throwing position, right? Or is this defensive, right? Again, right? We've got the big fake. We're looking for someone to put their weight on somewhere, right? And there it is, alright? There it is, alright? Let's try and take this back just a little bit. That's the one right there, alright? Okay. And the big fake, alright? Just gotta watch 2 things. All the weight, okay? And we get it. Alright, that's good. Okay. I'm the only one with the ball, I want to draw the balls, alright? Here's what it is. Alright. Okay, so I had a look. Didn't really think there was anything on. Alright. And it wasn't like a particularly fast throwback, so we just leave it and we continue on. Alright. Okay, again. Look how far back they're throwing from. Okay. I know this guy's throw had like a little bit of curve late, like from about here it would curve in a little bit, so understandable, but also I think we should be dodging this or catching it. Like I don't think his throw is good enough to where we should be going out there. Okay, another thing. Just quickly. Okay, if you see Ken's coming up, you're coming up, right? Alright, see how Ken faked, He wanted to go. You can't do that if you come up. Alright?
Oh, press the start when you call that when you leave.
Oh, okay.
That's what it's supposed to do.
Okay, okay.
Because what this does, that no wonder it's trained. Because what this does, that no wonder it's trained.
Okay, so it's probably Ken's throw. Alright, because this guy is far back. However, there's a couple of things to take into consideration. Now we know that this guy can be aggressive once things get like a bit chaotic in the mid kind of range. We know that this guy is quick to throw. So Kenny holding there is not too bad. The other thing we got to take into account, normally we would say go the guy without the ball, right? But in this case, he's lurking, right? He's looking for some kind of rebound, right? So this is not a bad decision, to be honest. This is completely fine. Again, we didn't talk about it in the game, but here's that thing again where he's too far away. Okay. And then the other thing why we might not want Ken to throw here is obviously he's spinning in to face him after he throws, right? So we're always preferring Bailey to go here, right? Okay, so that's a perfect example, actually. Right. You just see his chest, hips area, right? It's already facing you. Alright? So if we have Bailey was in your same position, right? He goes, alright? Then Zeph would go, and then you would cross, right? And this is one of those things, this is why we kind of try to throw through the middle, because this one across here is awkward, right? Because then he comes, right? And this is a chance of the catch, right? So as the offensive team, you kind of always want to start through the middle, but as a defensive team, if we can force them to throw from the wings, it works out better for the defensive team, right? Okay, then Isaac did the right thing. That was perfect. Alright. You can be looking here. Okay. Oh my god. I won't do too much more of this, I think. Most of the stuff's been said, so we're coming up in a line. Big fake. Big fake. There was a little movement here, but not much. Alright. More active now. He's putting a fake in. Still defensive. Alright. Good dodge. Dodge. Okay, so you know it's your time to go. This is all fine, right? This is all good. So just gotta hit our throws in, right? Execute it better. It's fine. All right. Okay. Alright, and we see the quality of this guy, right? Trying to shift over and catch. Very rarely do we see that, even against dugongs, right? So, there's a reason why he was captain of Australia. Just practice a little bit. Okay. Take it. Okay, that's fine, Kenny. So you're pressuring the ball. I like it. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, Bailey's was good. Okay. So. Okay. Now we see him pushing up. He's not pushing up as hard, right? And now we're seeing that difference, right? Where this is free for you, right? He comes in, and because it's from so far away, Nathan has time to slide across, right? Right? So all things being like considered so far, like we're playing really well, right? Maybe there's been a couple high balls here and there, but for the most part, we're seeing like the little things like the pressure on the ball, right? Just then, example, seeing the long ones, right? Seeing the cross courts when someone's pushing up too far, they don't have cover. Alright, we're doing all the little things at the moment, which is good. Alright, we can maybe clean up the rush a little bit. Right? But again, that kind of requires 6 people. Alright, so we'll do like maybe 1 or 2 more rounds. I think the point's been kind of proven here. So just have a look at the rush. Sorry, rush. Alright. Back to me. Yeah, there's nothing really on. I mean, that's just a good catch, I reckon. Let's just have a look at that again. So we come up to the line, lots of fakes. Alright. Moves. I think this is just really good reactions from him, to be honest. Yeah. Hard to tell whether that was into the stomach or at the feet. Alright. But, yeah, I think that's a good catch. As it is. make sure we're getting out. Oof. Righto, let's have a look at this one. Okay, so we bait the ball. It's fine, we've got 3. We can reset now if we want. Gotta remember, right? We've got no cover, so this is free if he wants it. Alright. So you throw, he blocks. It's a good dodge. Alright. So we're back to 3. Alright. This is on at the feet. If we want it, so far this is all good. Alright. Or at least like the reaction to what's happening is all fine. And then the throw. Yeah. Alright. Just above the knees, right? We gotta get it down. Right? Halfway to the shin to the feet, right? We gotta get it down. Because if you look at this guy, right? He doesn't have to bend, he can just put his hands out and it goes in, right? We want to make them have to use their flexibility, right? He doesn't have flexibility, really. So let's make him like push into those ranges, right? Again, this guy could come, right? There's no cover over here. So we just got to be a bit careful. Okay, so like we're doing the right things. It's just, you know, executing them properly, right? Okay, good block. Okay. He wants to throw. Okay, but he's just late. He doesn't know what he wants to do. He's shaping the throw and there's no pressure, right? It's 3v3, doesn't want to waste the ball maybe. 3v4, maybe he should have wasted a ball. Okay, and that was the first time that guy threw at me. Didn't realize it curved in the air. Alright. It goes like that a little bit. It's my bad. Nathan with a good counter. This is fine. Alright, let's have a look at this real quick. So they've got a ball off court, right? So they've got one here, and then the other ball's off the court. This is open, right? This is also open. And then obviously, ball. We talked about before, right? Going for the ball, right? And then there's no catch, right? Or there's no counter, right? There's no counters. Now, nuance here is it's 3 versus 2. Sorry, so 3 versus 2. Maybe we have to make a play to even it up. Fine. Okay. We can go for an open player. Alright. Then we're saying, well, should we go for Zeph? Or Mitch, right? Well, again, they both just proved that they can catch, right? He just took one right on his knees. Right? We know he can catch. We've seen him catch like real close up already. It's like, okay, well, if we both know they can catch, then maybe we should try and set them up somehow, right? We should throw in a fake, try and get them to move, right? throw them off balance, something. Alright, what do? We just come up. Alright, we just come up and we just try and blast them, right? Where's the setup? Right? We're a team, work together. Right? The person with 2 balls doesn't always have to throw. Right? Nathan can throw and then you can flip one over to him if we have to later on, right? But the main thing with this is like there's no setup, right? And that's basically it, right? I don't mind that you're kind of like off angle, right? From the center, right? That's fine. That sometimes makes it harder to catch, right? If you were like directly in front, right? The distance is shorter than this one, right? But it's also easier to catch because, right, the line's right in front of him. It's easier to pick up the ball. So either or is correct here. It's just either you've thrown straight to the stomach, right, and we've had no setup, right, or no teamwork between both of you, right?
Anyway, sounded out of that.
I feel like this is your time to rush someone back. Or we take a breather. Right, now they get out the full 7 meters. Yeah. I feel like you could have pushed the tempo here to get an out. Alright. Go back too far. Way too far. Alright, you've already got a ball. Rush back, get him. Alright, get him. This is your chance to steal meters and make your throw more efficient, right? Alright, and then what do? We just let him get out for free. Alright, last round. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we just slow off the rush. It's fine. Okay, work together. In a line, yes. Still fine. Alright. Alright, big fake. Alright. Big ticks. Alright, huge ticks. You only just got away with that. That was like perfect. Really good. Okay, switching off a bit here. Alright, play's not done. Alright. Kenny wanted to go there. Alright. Ken wanted to go. But he sees what's happening, alright? You've got to come up with him, right? We need the pressure. Alright. Potential out here that we missed. Okay, so this time we switch it up, right? Last time it was a fake and then the throw, right? So let's just take this back just slightly. Alright. Last time it was fake, right? And then throw. And this time it was fake and then throw. Alright. And this, kind of a lucky out, I would say. Alright? We've talked about blocking technique before. Alright? So you see how this works in game. Alright? Look at his block. Alright? In close to his body. Alright? And it hits the ball and hits. Alright? Get the arms out. Alright? Get the arms out, hits the ball, and you've got more angle for it to deflect. Alright? And miss you. But because it's close to his body. Alright? Goes into his leg. Okay. So they're pushing their tempo now a little bit. I think this one's debatable, Kenny. I'm not sure that I like this one, right? One, because this guy is up, he's looking. But also, like, we know the way his throw takes you into looking at him, right? So, alright, very close. Not really sure how you're up there, but alright. Assume it hit your arm or something, or your feet. Okay, Sky. Even more of a throwing action this time, right? Alright, still defensive over here. Alright. The other thing we can kind of say here is maybe we're starting to get a little bit close here, right? If this comes in, higher chance of rebound into you. Okay, block. So now, right, we've got the 4. Just double, alright? It's absolutely fine. This one's a mistake, alright? Now you've put us down onto 1. And they've got 4. They can't use 4, but still, I think maybe a mistake, right? I don't know, man. Like, this is... Right, I see this, and he's pushing up hard, right? So actually, there's part of me that likes this, right? Because you're more likely to get him with all of his weight. Man. I think, like, in another scenario, this is good, right? But I think for this specific scenario where, like... Yeah, I'm so undecided on this. You know what? I think this is good. I think this is fine, actually. I changed my mind. I think this is fine. Alright? They're down on numbers. Like, he's up there by himself. With momentum. Like, there's high chance that you're going to hit a foot. Like, you can't just change direction easily. I think this is fine. The only thing that makes me nervous with this, right, is we've got 2 balls and one's off court. So now, like, no one has a ball, basically. Alright, so if he went now, while we're under pressure, yeah, alright. Nathan comes up. We throw him back off court. Alright, and then we pay the price. Alright, so now it's kind of reset, 3v3. We've got 4. Okay, only guy with the ball. I mean, this is what happens, right? Did we set each other up? Let's have a look. It's a double. Threw at the same time. Is this a catching out? Not a catching out. What? Hit his hand, maybe? I don't know. Okay, so crazy. Alright. So reset our focus here. Alright, get the block. Okay. Again, he's by himself. There's no cover. Alright, and now I'm using my advantages, right? His advantages, he's kind of like a big dude. He can throw hard. He can catch. Alright, my advantages, I'm small. I can get up the court fast and like be efficient, right? Alright. Right on the shoulder. No mercy this time, alright? Again, I think we can set each other up here. Alright, instead of me just going all out without saying anything. Okay. Here I'm trying to like quicken up the pace a little bit. Alright, trying to force him into a mistake. Unlucky, right? Okay, I'm seeing him look away to try and organize, right? I'm just slow here, right? He's looking away. Unlucky. Okay. Good. Excellent. Fine, it's all good. Better. It's all fine there. Alright, so I think we'll leave it at that. It's long enough. Hopefully we learned something from it. Overall, this game was a really good game for us. Yeah. Maybe we'll just quickly go over this. Alright. So we just got to be aware when we get into these end stages where we're trying to get one person out, that when we come up to like double or triple, right, the good players, they're going to try and pre-throw to get someone out, right? Could be anyone. So a lot of it in these times, it's good to come up and throw a fake, right? We have kind of like something like this, right? Like a slight like that. And whoever's that leading person throws out a fake and tries to draw the ball in. Right? But it could be anyone, right? We don't get to decide who he throws at. We can try and bait him to throw it at like the closest, but at the end of the day, he's going to decide. So if you decide to go James, we've got to be ready for the ball to come in, right? We've got to try and draw that ball out, and then we can reset and throw all the balls, right? So he throws. Now we're good to go, right? Right? If we really wanted to, we can even like come back a couple steps and then get some momentum up to the line and all throw like as hard as we can, kind of deal. But yeah, that was the last thing I think that happened in this game that was notable in terms of obvious things that we can improve on during the game that weren't like positioning or like technique or anything like that. It's just basic strategy. Yeah, so that's it. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you for the next one.